Yesterday we held a relevant briefing, both from our side and the American negotiating team. The Prime Minister also took part. European leaders were present. We spoke at length about various issues, both difficult and those we are currently facing. The European reaction was also received by our American partners yesterday. And now, with all these reactions, I believe the American side will be in contact with the Russian side, and following that, there will be a meeting with Ukraine in the United States of America, specifically at the level of negotiating groups. I think this will happen in the coming days, perhaps on the weekend, or maybe just a little bit later. Let's certainly hope that the sooner it happens, the better it will be.
We must continue to pressure Russia, support Ukraine on all fronts, especially in the military sphere. For this, we have accelerated the allocation of 700 million euros for the next year. We have again contributed 250 million for the purchase of ammunition for F-16s in the United States. We are doing everything possible to transform this commitment into materials that are ready for supply. We must continue to provide Ukraine with the ability to carry on its fight for as long as it is needed.
Basically, the discussion is quite open. Yesterday we held a relevant briefing, both from our side and the American negotiating team. The Prime Minister also took part. European leaders were present. We spoke at length about various issues, both difficult and those we are currently facing. The European reaction was also received by our American partners yesterday. And now, with all these reactions, I believe the American side will be in contact with the Russian side, and following that, there will be a meeting with Ukraine in the United States of America, specifically at the level of negotiating groups. I think this will happen in the coming days, perhaps on the weekend, or maybe just a little bit later. Let's certainly hope that the sooner it happens, the better it will be.
Because I think that's during the European Council meeting on Thursday, this will be an important issue because we must decide one way or another how to finance Ukraine's needs for 2026 and 2027. And there are several options available, but I believe, and I also clearly stated this in my speech during the press conference, that the preferential option for the Netherlands is a reparations loan, and we are very well aware. The grievances and concerns of Belgium, I believe I have mentioned this on several occasions, that the stance of the Netherlands is such that we concur with Belgium, that they cannot bear all these risks on their own. We have to neutralize these risks. The only way to do this is to guarantee it in a legally binding manner, to guarantee it against Russian assets, so that all member states take their share upon themselves. And this is our position. There have been many discussions within the European Council and over the past few days, of course, with the Belgian Prime Minister, but also with other Prime Ministers and Presidents in Europe. This will be a very difficult decision, but I sincerely hope that we will manage to reach a resolution this coming Thursday, and that the pressing financial needs of Ukraine can be effectively addressed through the utilization of frozen assets.
And what followed next?
So, it's crucial to understand that yesterday evening in Berlin, the security guarantees became exceptionally strong, and this is significant because it's not merely a coalition of the willing, it's also a powerful Ukrainian army. And this also pertains to the monitoring that will be provided, led by the United States, along with robust support from the United States and this entire comprehensive package. And I want to emphasize this point. This is extremely important because it offers a genuine opportunity for the President of Ukraine to engage in negotiations with Russia. No, it's not comfortable because this is a truly terrible situation. But he will understand that your nation is secure, and therefore by resume peace negotiations could genuinely take place, and possibly there will be a ceasefire, and it will be a glimmer of hope. Let's put it that way.
And we believe that if our partners are ready to support security guarantees for Ukraine, then our position is that our partners support our membership in the European Union. I cannot tell you exactly when or what other conditions, whether these or those might come into play. But this is our framework understanding, and by the way, it's also shared by many of our partners, especially concerning security guarantees.
To improve them, to fine-tune them, but they are already there. By the end of the year, we will have an intermediate range missile system equipped with the Oreshnik missile that will be used. We use it in combat for the first time already. Our units and formations have demonstrated their effectiveness during various exercises, including with foreign partners with whom we share our experience of the special military operation. I would like to note that we had very positive performance during the Zapad West 2025 exercises. This was a very positive experience. We practiced defending the Union state from potential aggression. We can see that the geopolitical situation in the world remains extremely tense, and it is reaching a critical point in some regions. Countries are developing their offensive systems. They're creating new kinds of weapons, including in space. The third point is that the Russian army must remain at the forefront of technological progress, and this means that the troops need to make more use of robotics, of new materials, and to improve their operational systems and use more artificial intelligence. Fourth, we need to upgrade our orbital systems so that troops can benefit from secure communications channel and get better intelligence data and navigation data. In May of this year, we approved a strategy for developing the Navy until 2050. It defines the priorities, and the way we will implement the strategy will enable us to upgrade the Navy and enable it to be effective along all theaters of action. We need also to promote military technical cooperation with our allies and partners abroad to improve the collective security system within the Union state as well. I say on a special note in this regard, what can be our goals in terms of military constructions, considering the situation along the line of contact? First, we will definitely achieve the objectives of the special military operation. We would prefer addressing the root causes of this conflict by diplomatic means, but if the other side and its foreign sponsors refuse to move in this way, Russia will liberate its historical lands by military means, creating a buffer safety zone. This is another major objective. Second, we must continue our proactive efforts to upgrade our armed forces, primarily as part of the state armament service until 2036 from 2026, and we are currently working on this program. I have said many times already that we must take into consideration the experience of the special military operation and new trends in military tactics and the rapid evolution of military technology. There is the program to upgrade the air defenses, radio electronic warfare, and UAVs in all the sectors and domains. We need to improve our strategic nuclear forces as well. As usual, they will play a key role in deterring the aggressor and ensuring global parity. Today, we're marking the Day of Strategic Missile Forces in Russia. I would like to congratulate the veterans, the personnel, and civilians working in this sector on their professional holiday. I would like to wish them every success and all the best.